Okay, well, a lot of people here. First of all, thanks all for coming. My name is Herman. I am tech lead in charge of Lambda class effort related to Starknet. And he's Bono. He's also a tech lead in charge of specifically Starknet. So, okay, we can start. What we are going to be looking here. For me, the main goal of this workshop is to get you, like the participant, start contributing with this report to start in Rust, and also why not Cairo-rs. So this workshop would succeed if some of you guys send some PRs and start working on it. That would be really good. And for that, if I talk here, you listen to me? Yeah? Yeah? Ah, okay, awesome. So for that, we are going to be having an overview, a general overview of the project that we have been working, and also an overview of how the Starknet business logic work. The Starknet business logic is the second project that we are working on. And after that, we are going to have some onboarding for you guys to start contributing. So let's start. Well, first of all, who we are LambdaClass. I think a good word to describe us is a software powerhouse, meaning like that we love finding like really hard problems, to learn a lot and to study a lot and then deliver fast. So we are a software company. It has, I think, more than 10 years in the industry, and we are located in Latam, in Argentina, Uruguay, and Spain too. So, okay. And specifically in Starknet, what we have been doing is basically porting a large part of the Starknet ecosystem in Rust to Rust, in order to make it faster and predictable and reliable. So let's go into our first project. The first project was Cairo-rs. That is basically a re-implementation of the Cairo VM in Rust. It's also finished. The Cairo 1 used Cairo-rs. So here are some benchmark. I think, yes, that is already updated. We make it 100 times faster, but with some optimization that one of the guys, I think here, Pelito is here, I don't know, it's already 150 times faster. So that's really good. And it's around 20 times faster than the PyPy interpreter, but it consumes 12 times less memory. So pretty good results here. And after that, we have to implement Cairo-rs-py. That is basically Python FFA bindings for Rust. It's in order to integrate our VM that is in Rust. It's in order to share memory between Rust and Python. We have to do that in order to integrate it with Starknet that is currently in Python. It's already finished. We tested with several projects. Namely, the DevNet is in production. You can use the DevNet with our VM. Kakarot, we make it 8 times faster. Zero-C in Proto Pathfinder. And what we found is that the main bottleneck is the context switching, like and the memory passing through Rust and Python. So that's why we start working on the Starknet in Rust. Basically, as I already said, is the implementation in Rust of the Starknet business logic. That is, Starknet business logic is a core part of the sequencer. That is a library that hold a state and is basically the one that executes the transaction. So, yes, I have it there. Yeah. So basically, this library, the inputs are transactions, declare, deploy, invoke, and the output is state if and execution info. And what is the state? So Starknet state, you can think it basically as 4 hash maps, like one implementation, It's a mapping between the class hash and a contract class. A contract class is basically the JSON and the specific of the contract. And then you have like the second part of the state, that is the instances of a contract. You know that in Starknet everything is a contract, and then you have instances of that contract. And for that you have a mapping between the address, like that instance of the contract, and the storage key that basically hosts the whatever value you want to store. You have a mapping between the address and the class hash, and also address and nonce. Nonce is basically the number of time of the contract being called. So, and here we have like one implementation of the state, but the important thing is the functionalities that state have to have. And for that in Rust, to abstract the functionalities, we have traits. Those are the functions that a given state has to implement. Some of the issue here that we are going to see now have to re-implement and refactor some stuff here. And it's basically getters and writers. Nothing too strange here. I think that's all. I think that is now good to jump to the code that Bono is going to be introduced. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. First, as a first requirement, you need Rust and Python 3 installed. And let's move to the issues. Yeah, for this workshop, the idea is to take several issues, and you can work. For example, there is a easy tier that you can just make in a couple of minutes. Then you can you have things like testing already implemented functionalities, like the validation of the contract class. I think is doable in this workshop. You can also you can see that there are some hard ones. They require some experience with Rust and involves more understanding of the code base. And finally, there is a gold tier, and yeah, this is like we choose some issues that are more difficult than the harder ones, and yeah, maybe they require a bigger effort, but yeah, I think in some it depends on the experience of the participant. So yeah, the idea is that you can pick one, you can comment, okay, I'm going to work in this one, and it's even better if you work in groups. You can, I don't know, 3 or 4 people, and yeah, let's hack something. And if you have any questions, you can find people from LambdaClass that are experienced in this code base, and yeah, you can ask about the implementation, and if you have another approach or an idea about it, we can just talk.
Nice.
Yep. Please comment to avoid implementing several times the same ticket.
Yeah, maybe we can make some groups like this, divide like these tables, and be like 4, 4, 4, 4. So whatever we want. We are going to be like hanging around, and if you have any comments, please let us know. Oh, sorry, and don't. Sorry that we leave the don't do label. Don't. It's because yesterday we were like finishing making the issues, and we start like receiving PR. So yeah, now you are free to do it. So yeah, does anyone have any question or something?